as the one lady said, the freeze thaw and assault has a lot to do with it. Probably far more than the fact that the trash haulers are driving up and down the roads. But again, that's conjecture on my part, and that's not data. Another item that I would like to bring up is, so at the beginning of the study, the mayor brought up the fact that in 2009, the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency did a study and said that if the city picks the hauler, that's a better thing. Well, we have to remember that that's not exactly an unbiased viewpoint. This is a governmental agency promoting another governmental agency. What a shock. This does not surprise me. Of course, government tends to promote itself. So the fact that a governmental agency picks the government to run the trash, that doesn't surprise me. But quite frankly, I think that's a biased point of view. I certainly wouldn't call it impartial. So their data, I think we would need some other source for that, because that's for something this important, and with what I see, quite frankly, going on in government these days, to say that the government is really going to provide us cheaper trash hauling. So far, I don't know about you guys, I know what's going to happen in January with my taxes. I don't see the government saving me money, I see them spending my money. So I would just assume the government stay out of trash hauling. I don't mean it disrespectfully, but my personal view is I would like to maintain my choice, and I would like to not have the government. I don't think we need the government running everything. And the trash haulers seem to be doing a fine job. I too, like some of the people, have switched providers. They save me significant money when I switch. I appreciate having the choice, and I appreciate having the private enterprise system work so that if I don't like the hauling I'm getting now, I have the freedom of choice to change. So again, thanks for the opportunity to come and talk with you. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for having an open meeting.
Thank you.
Yep.
Tim Kinley, 2367 Larpenteur Avenue East and 105. And thank you, Mayor, City Council, for this meeting. Unlike Bob Zick, who's will be covering this on a show Inside at 8:30 Wednesday night, my show Speechless at 8 p.m. on Thursday will not be covering this because I'm dealing with judges who are trying to take away our liberties, and Bob will cover the city that's taking away our liberties. But the fundamental issue here is my right to contract. It's my garbage. And as long as I can do whatever I want with my garbage, as long as I don't violate anybody else's constitutional liberties. And what bothers me is what Ralph Slutton said was that some haulers were going around and leaving garbage on the streets. That's the city's responsibility to regulate that and to hold those garbage haulers accountable to pick up that garbage. And you can even fine them. So the state has the right and the responsibility to regulate commerce because commerce is a privilege, okay? And you can license them, even though people have a right to, we have the right to engage in contract, and you're taking that away from us. I'm involved in a number of organizations that whenever the state steps out of line, we sue, and this will be an issue that we will sue on. Okay, it's the right, it's not the city's right to collect garbage to generate revenue. It's not your right. And this is just another new bureaucracy to run a program. And some cities are even doing this, and I almost hate to say it because I haven't heard it yet, but a number of cities are putting in radio frequency transmitter chips into recycle bins to see if people are recycling, and if they're not doing enough, they're getting fined $100. And you just don't have that right. Now they need to get somebody to sue down there. Okay, other questions, who's going to be doing the billing? You know, obviously the city would have to, that's another expense. The roads, we have a constitutional right to roads. Their commerce, they have a responsibility for the wear and tear. That's something the city can do with them, not with me, because I'm not having the truck on the road. So if they're too heavy, if they're leaving trash on the roads, you can fine them. That will then come back to me that route, okay? And then I can decide where to go from there. Okay, do I want that hauler, do I not want that hauler? Sometimes the costs of liberty are high. To be free, I may have to pay more to get the service I want. Okay, but still, the liberty is there, and it's still my choice. And I may be able to take less, but I have that choice to get less service, if that's my choice. Thank you.
Yeah. Mark Allen.